Good evening, Guam. JD Iriarty here with your local sports. We had a busy day of sports yesterday, from volleyball playoffs to basketball games. Here's our reporter in the field, Robert Balahajia, with all the local sports action that went down.
Volleyball playoffs kicked off last night, and here we take a look at some first-round action. The ND Royals coming against the Southern High Dolphins at 9. The ND Royals were able to pull off the upset, taking the Southern High Dolphins to 3 sets. The Father Duenas Friars as the 5th seed taking on SCA. The GA Angels put up a tough fight and took St. John to 3 sets and managed to move on to the next round. In the second round, we have the ND Royals against top-seeded GW. The Father Duenas Friars will be challenging Ukadu as 5th and 4th seed. Last game of the night will have the GAA Angels duke it out with Miles Heron and the Harvest Christian Eagles. Stay tuned next week for your weekend wrap-up as our playoff coverage continues. Flipping the switch to basketball, where we had the Guamanian girl nationals team taking on the Aloha Maid Mystics. The Mystics fought hard, no doubt, but Darren Santos, had other plans. Santos' great court vision and fancy passing kept the game entertaining. Teresa Sisa not giving up, hitting a nice 3-point and 1 play here. And getting in on the scoring was Rita Beneventi. However, the Mystics were outmatched in almost every aspect. Brianna Benito was a big factor, grabbing rebounds and scoring off second chance points. Darren Santos and the Nationals take this game with the final score of 87-24. The Red Horse Senior National team taking on the Anderson Bombers on the opposite end of the court, and John Chalk It Up Chaco got started early, hitting his first couple of shots. They call them the Anderson Bombers for a reason, because they are not afraid to shoot threes and make them. Vince Estella came to this party making reservations for 3. Brandon Sanders was big for the Bombers, making a great play on defense and having the concentration to take it all the way down and 1. Put it on his tab. This would get the Bombers rolling and a steady offensive flow, but the Guam Senior Nationals seemed to have an answer for just about everything the Bombers dished out. The Nationals, behind John Chaco, beat the Bombers with the final score of 71-65. Reporting for Guam News Watch Sports, I'm Robert Balahajia.
Don't forget, tomorrow is the Marianas Open Grappling Tournament, slated to get underway tomorrow morning. The go time is 8 a.m. at the FD Phoenix Center, and there is a small entrance fee. The Marianas Open is the longest running and most popular grappling tournament on Guam. Steve Roberto encourages all spectators to come and support the sport. It's an event for all ages, as men, women, and children will be competing for their chance to win. Now, for all you NBA fans out there, basketball is one of my favorite sports, and so here are my sports scores that I'm going to bring to you. In the Western Conference semifinals, the Orlando Magics beat the Atlantic Hawks at 112 to 98. In Game 2, the Magic is currently up in the series against the Hawks, 2-0. That's all for this evening's sports. Catch up with us on Monday as we give you the wrap-up for all your weekend sports. I'm JD Iriarty. Stay in tune for traffic and weather after the break.